Okay guys, welcome back to another review. It's like 5 fucking AM over here and I'm hungry like a motherfucker, so I'm gonna speed this up a bit and eat me some cornflakes. I love cornflakes. I don't think you'll find anybody else that loves cornflakes as much as I do. I got like boxes, a lot of boxes with fucking cornflakes. If a bitch ever wants to spoil me, cornflakes, give me them boxes of cornflakes. But anyways, the show opens up with highlights from DCC kicking ass, showing chaos and anarchy and all of that stuff, and then the show starts with Eddie Edwards coming out. Oh boy. Eddie Edwards talks about the DCC, his DCC attacking him and this and that, and then he says he's not leaving the ring until he fights. And then DCC is shown on the screen and they say that it's not about titles. They took their stand, they have revealed their identity, nothing can stop them, and they continue their mission. And they accept Eddie Edwards his challenge. So after that, DCC then comes out with a theme song, an entrance theme that I think sounds like Hollywood on that. I don't know if it's from Hollywood on that, but either way, I like the entrance theme. It kind of suits them. And obviously, they come out without the mask this time because they already, revealed themselves. Eddie Kingston, James Storms, and Bram, three guys that really fit in a badass group, if you ask me. Because Kingston has mad attitude. You know what I mean? So obviously DCC goes in the ring and then starts to attack Eddie Edwards, and I'm pretty sure Mafia was so happy about that, seeing Eddie Edwards getting beat the fuck up. but Eddie Edwards did most of the beating though, obviously because this is his debut. But I've seen a lot of matches of Eddie Kingston in CCW, Syndicate Wrestling, and House of Hardcore. He's almost every time in those pay-per-views from House of Hardcore, and he's actually good though. But not long after that, then Jeff Hardy comes out to basically help Eddie Edwards out, and DCC backs off. Jeff Hardy also coming out to a new song. I need to buy his CD. I know he has an album for sale on Shop TNA. I don't know how many, but I've just seen one. But I think I'm going to buy it because I like Jeff Hardy, his songs. My favorite ones probably have to be Another Me, I think Reptilian, Similar Creatures, Willow, the one from Willow. I like that one as well. And I think one is called Resurrection. I don't know. But I like those songs. Those one are my favorite, especially Another Me. And after that, we had our first match, Jesse Goddard against Aaron Rex. Jesse Goddard had control at first, really aggressive. This guy wasn't playing. He definitely was in it to beat Aaron Rex. And then after that, Aaron Rex then had a little bit the upper hand, but Jesse Goddard still ended up winning this time without Aaron cheating and all of that. So. But it was a good match. It was an okay match. Aaron Rex is still being a bit sloppy. Like, really, what's up, man? What's the problem? It's almost like he isn't really showing any effort anymore, or like really trying hard anymore. Maybe because he's not really getting that big paycheck anymore, and because most of the time people don't plan on putting much effort if the price is low. I mean, I'm pretty sure TNA pays him a lot of money, but obviously in the WWE he got a lot more. So maybe that's the deal. I don't know what it is, but he's been really sloppy, and he still is sloppy, in my opinion. But Jesse Goddard gets the win, and this, I guess, puts him in a title match pretty soon, and I already can see them putting the title on Jesse Goddard. Like I said, I also want him to have the Grand Impact champion. I think it will look really good at him, and he will actually carry it the way it should be, and not Aaron Rex being all sloppy and shit. You know what I mean? But the match was okay. And after that, we had a recap of Gail Kim's announcement and Rosemary attacking her and such, and then we had a backstage interview with Gail Kim. Apparently she is vacating the title due to an injury, or I don't know if the injury is legit. Either way, I still think this is just so that the feud between Rosemary and Jade can happen and have that match for the title. After that, we had our second match, Knockouts Tag Team match. Lauren Van Ness teaming up with Sienna against Brandy Rhodes with her partner, Madison Rain. You know, Brandy Rhodes is so fucking hot. Her skin is like so smooth, so clear. You could definitely tell that she is a woman that takes really good care of her body. But I think she's the type of black girls that is from the Somalis and the ones from some suburbia or Ethiopia, because those type of black women are fucking beautiful as fuck. And I have a feeling that Brandy comes from that descendant, which is why she looks so good, has like great hair and smooth skin and all that. But either way, she's fucking hot, and so is Lauren, and of course my wife Sienna, fucking badass bitch. Um, Sienna and Lauren had the upper hand, had control of the match at the beginning, like really beating up Madison Rain. It took a while before Brandy could go in and do her thing, and Brandy Rose did alright, right? I mean, she did fine. It is obviously she's still an amateur. She's still practicing. Cody training her personally. Also from time to time other people, but I thought she did alright. I've just noticed that with some of the moves that she does, that the timing is a bit off, but she'll get it eventually. But Brandy Rhodes ended up getting the 3 count, which makes Madison Rain and Brandy the winner. After that, we had a short Matt Hardy segment where Matt Hardy is busy behind a computer deleting messages and shit. And then he gets like a newsletter from the Young Bucks, and he's like, a newsletter from the Young Bucks? I don't even like rock music. Unsubscribe. That was fucking funny. And then Rebby tells him that he will show him videos for maybe that will help him remember, which we get to see later on. After that, we had another number 1 contenders match, Lashley versus Bennett versus Trevor Lee against EC3. Normally with these type of matches, I could barely follow what happens because everything is like really mixed max, But it was a good match. Everybody did their thing. I thought Bennett was, yeah, I don't know. Bennett was a little the weakest one in this one. He did his thing though, but Trevor Lee was on fire the last few minutes. I mean, I almost thought he was going to win it, which would be fucking awesome. But obviously, coincidentally, EC3 got the win, so he gets the number 1 contender. But it was a good match. It was a good match. Yeah, this definitely also proves how Lashley now is being watered down or being thrown into the mid card. It's gonna come now to a point where nobody cares about Lashley anymore and his dominance, the dominance he had. This is what happens, But anyways, after that we had another Matt Hardy segment where Rebby shows him the videos of the final deletion, and like Matt Hardy can't believe he did all of those things to Jeff Hardy and such. And then Rebby tells him that Jeff Hardy went to the Impact Zone to wrestle himself, and Matt Hardy's like, yeah, it's good for him. He hopes he doesn't get injured and this and that. So I don't know where they're going with this, but they shouldn't drag it too long. You know what I mean? It should come to a point where this whole thing with the Brother Nero and Broken Matt Hardy just should be done with. Because you don't want to shove it too much down people's throats, because believe me, sooner or later, it's gonna have people get tired and real people will start to dislike it. You know what I mean? So they really need to get over it by now. Not too much. I understand that this whole thing is the reason that got people's attention, but don't want to drag on too long, because believe me, people will notice it and they will start to bitch about it. Okay, so after that we had a Fact of Life with Eli Drake as his guest EC3, where Eli Drake basically proposes EC3 to put his number 1 contender match on number 1 contender spot on the line next week, and if he's with the stipulation being if Eli Drake loses, then he won't be in the title picture or will want a shot for the title. for a whole year. But then EC3 tells him that he actually does want Eli in the title picture, so he makes now a proposal to him saying that if he beats Eli, then Eli basically will do no promos, will do no mic work for up until the end of this year. Not for a whole year, but up until the end of 2016. So, and Eli Drake, of course, accepts that challenge. Again, I don't know who's gonna win that match, but yeah, I think we already know that Eli Drake ain't getting out of this one. Especially knowing that it's just for a month that he won't be able to talk. If this was for a whole year, then I think then the chance probably would be that Eli Drake would win, because not cutting a promo for a whole year is fucking absurd. Absurd knowing that his mic skill indeed is his money maker. So I obviously EC3 getting this one. But after that, we had a backstage interview with Jade, or at least she was about to do an interview, but then DK showed up, basically sending a message to Jade, then that she needs to look for Rosemary, and then obviously she went out to look for Rosemary. After that, we had a match, Basil Baraka against Mahambali Shira. This was also an okay match. Mahabali Shira was really fucking aggressive, but he needs to tone it down a bit because he's making too much fucking noise. You know, I mean, too much. You're like, chill, dude, you're overdoing it, you know, not too much of that. But, Mahabali Shira got the win with the, was it camel clutch or camel hold? And right after that, Baron Dex then attacks him from behind, and not long after that, Al Snow then comes out, where it seemed like Al Snow was rooting or cheering for Basil and Baron, but then the two guys like send him away, tell him to back off, and of course we saw this happening. Al Snow then attacks Baron Dex and Basil, which seems like they really are going with the whole Al Snow being the coach or being the mentor for Mahabali Shira, which is good because he really needs it. Like, really desperately needs it. And then we have backstage segment where Jade looks for Rosemary. And then she finds her, and Rosemary being all sassy, seductive, cryptic, telling her that next week they will face each other for that Knockouts title. And then she mentioned something about a cage match. I couldn't quite follow, so I don't know if their match is going to be in a cage or Gracie Steve and Abyss match. But either way, she mentioned something about a cage next week. So, but I do hope it's them in the cage, though. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And if Rosemary wins the title, I would be completely fine with it. Reason why is because at least we get to see someone new hold the title. You know what I mean? Someone that hasn't held it before. So, and then we go through the main event: DCC versus Jeff Hardy and Eddie Edwards, 3 against 2. I don't know, was this a no disqualification match? I really was lost, so I couldn't tell if it was a stipulation or not, because I saw them use chairs. There was even a fucking table setup where Bram fucking almost killed Eddie Edwards doing that move. It was a really nice fucking move. It was really executed well, because the table broke just how it needed to break, you know what I mean? But it was a good match. It was still a good match. Eddie Kingston, fucking street attitude. I would love to see. I can't wait to see this guy doing one-on-one matches, because he's really good. He has become better, because he wasn't really all that great at first. But I'm pretty sure he has a lot of experience now. But DCC ended up winning, and I would like it if DCC was the type that just attack anyone they like in the roster, since they're the type that, since they promote anarchy and such, instead of just one specific person. You know what I mean? They already beat up Baron Dex and such, and Roman, so I would like them to see them attack other people as well, or in this case the whole fucking roster. You know what I mean? Since they're a group of anarchy. But yeah, good stuff. It was good fucking way to have DCC represent themselves as guys that just don't give a fuck, fishes men, hardcore motherfuckers, badass motherfuckers. So it's all good. I enjoyed the show. It was a good show though. So next week, I am looking forward to that Rosemary and Jade match, and Eli Drake and EC3 match. Like, because I usually never look forward to EC3's matches because but I am looking forward to this one since it's a stipulation that is kind of like hot, and Jade Rosemary. So that's about it. Hit the like button if you like my review and like what I had to say. Subscribe if you feel like it. Share if you feel like it. I really appreciate it. And I will see you motherfuckers next week. Let's show some anarchy.